What's up? It's Jamani. So I've been having a hard time trying to understand women and their nature. And when you're trying to understand a group of people that don't seem like they understand themselves, you're gonna get a little confused. So one thing that I really have an issue with women is their unwillingness to accept a man unconditionally. Me being an unconditional man, and me being a man that perceives himself to be a good guy in comparison to like a lot of my friends, I usually was the nicer, more faithful, respectful, like just trying to give women whatever they want, like just, a good guy, you know what I'm saying? But they say good guys come last, and I've definitely experienced that where my personality or what I was willing to offer a woman that didn't apply to anything financial wasn't good enough for me to have success in relationships. So the last few days I just been like really caught up in this my feelings when it comes to where do I stand with women, because I know they're uninterested in me. Me being in my 30s now, the results have been the same for me throughout my whole life. The only time I felt like I received results that were different was at points of having social status. So me being popular as a rapper in high school, things of that nature. Like, it's like if I didn't have any form of social status, or if a woman didn't perceive me as a guy that's financially stable, which I've never been, my success with women is just like I'm unsuccessful. So me being in my 30s now, it's like, do I really see myself being alone for the rest of my life? And with the results that I have and seeming to understand the way how women are, I feel like I'm better off single, because I'm never going to be accepted unconditionally, which is going to make me... I didn't notice this. Oh. That's probably what I'm smelling right now. Wow. Okay. That's from yesterday. But that's definitely from yesterday. Yeah. All right. But so, and it smells for real. All right. So again, as a man, I want to provide, I want to protect, but I'm not willing to put myself in a position where I'm being taken advantage of or tolerated in a relationship. Meaning like, a woman might like me, but she'll never love me, but she'll maintain being in a relationship with me because I have something that she needs / wants, being money. I'm saying I'm paying her bills. That's good enough for her to stay with me while that's convenient for her. But that's only me being tolerated to a point where she decides she don't need me no more, or really just don't want to be with me because she's not really there for me. She's there for what I'm able to provide. And I'm just uncomfortable with that, to the point where I'm not gonna be in a relationship if that's what that means. And I don't want to play the games neither. Like, I don't want to be a kind of guy that's like, tricking off on women neither. Like, but being alone is like, that's kind of difficult too. Like, I'm just stuck where, I've said in previous videos that I just, I'd rather be the guy women can't have than a guy women don't want. And though that's the way I think, the way I feel is completely different. I feel alone. I feel, kind of miserable and bored, and what I'm saying? It just doesn't, being alone is, everyone knows how it feels like to be alone, but some understand what it feels like more than others. And to just go the rest of my life just like, I don't want to be dealing with multiple women either. That's not the type of guy I am. It's not the type of guy I want to be. But if I know that you know, all of these women are just really here for what I'm able to provide, then I'm not getting married. I'm not putting myself in a position where a woman can be entitled to half of everything that I work for. It's just uncomfortable for me. So I don't know what to do, you know? I'm not guaranteed to get rich. I mean, as of right now, I'm still very financially unstable. You know, I make poor choices financially, but I'm still chasing my dreams, my goals as being a content creator, just I have intentions on making a lot of money through social media. And, you know, every year I'm getting closer to that. So again, I don't know, I can make anything from 50K a year to 100K a year to $1 million a year if I'm successful. And the more money I make, the more status that I have, the more women become available to me. And I feel uncomfortable with that, you know? So me being a good guy is just something that I'm not willing to be that if I know, you know, the terms and conditions why women are available to me. She's not here for me because she thinks I'm handsome and I got a nice personality and she wants to build a relationship. Like, that's not what's happening. She wants to be provided for. And when I think about why that is, it's like women just have this, they have this insecurity within themselves that make them that way, to my understanding. You know, women just seem to be insecure in a way where they're attracted to a man that is secure with himself and financially, because it seems like it kind of overrides their insecurities, which in a natural sense, I can understand how opposites attract like that. But personally, it doesn't really benefit like me if she's only comfortable. Like, she's not gonna go 50% on bills. Like, she's not gonna go half and half. She's not gonna pay 30% of the bills, 20% of the bills. Not that I care about that, but the unwillingness for a woman to be there with me and, you know, build with me, it's just uncomfortable for me. Because if I ever make any bad financial decisions, or my career is not going as good as it should or used to be at any given time, I can assume that this relationship is gonna eventually fade out, because her loyalty is based off what I'm able to provide and not who I am as a person. So her feeling secure with me based off of what I'm able to provide makes me feel insecure with her loyalty, and it's just not gonna work, you know what I mean? So I know that I'm never gonna get married. But what I'm also saying is, dealing with women is gonna become a problem, because I'm gonna become the bad guy, because I used to be the good guy and I don't wanna be the good guy no more, because women don't really care about the good guy. They rather deal with the bad guy that is able to provide for them but's cheating on them. You know what I'm saying? I truly believe most women would prefer a rich guy that is unloyal to them than a loyal guy that's not able to provide for them, or not able to provide for them efficiently. You know what I'm saying? Where they lack stability at points, you know? Most women are gonna go for the rich guy that probably doesn't even care about them or respect them. And, you know, that's just what I believe, you know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, if I don't know if that's a natural thing for women, where it's like that's just how they operate naturally, or society plays a role in that. I just don't know where to go from, what to do with that, because you know, because like I said, I'm not gonna just settle for one woman if that's the case. And in result, I can end up having multiple children, and it becomes a problem, and just dealing with multiple women becomes a problem. You know what I mean? I just don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be in that situation. I don't want to be alone, but I don't want to be in a relationship with a woman that makes me feel like I'm alone. And any woman that's not willing to accept me unconditionally is making me feel like I'm alone. So yeah, I gotta get to work. I've said enough. I do way too much talking, being emotional, but this is just something that's been on my mind for the last, probably been thinking about this for a week straight, because, you know, I'm rebuilding myself, far as in what I'm gonna do with myself financially. I currently have 3 jobs at the moment. But again, that's nothing new for me. Like, I'm still instability. I'm still unstable with my gambling addiction and things like that. But I could better. I could better myself. And if I do that, I only do that alone. And in the process of that, I think about women that, you know, might see themselves as the prize or hold themselves to a, you know, as they have value. But to me, like, if I'm building myself up on my own, if I can't depend on you even emotionally a little bit, if I can't depend on you even financially a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to work with me, to build with me as partners, at a time of need, once I accomplish whatever it is that I need to do to get into a better position to attract women, again, these women are not, they're just not what I need. And I might want them, I might be physically attracted to them, but that's really about it. And that's I'm really having a hard time kind of figuring out how I'm gonna go about that, because again, the result turns into me dealing with multiple women, and because I'm not gonna just settle for one, because they're all the same to me. They just want my money. They don't really care about me. They might like me a little bit, but they'll never truly love me because they're there for the wrong reason. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel. That's just what I believe. That's what I think. And I haven't seen different. I don't have any reason to believe otherwise. So I don't know. You know, I gotta clean this up. This is, I don't know how long this has been here. All right, that's it though.